Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Second down at 4. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Jones. And it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal from 28 yards out. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He gets this one complete to Bowden, and he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Off the play fake. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Jacoby Myers really came into his own as New England's de facto #1 wide receiver last season. They led the Pats in catches and yardage and really showed what he can do as a top target and a safety net for his young quarterback.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Chubb on the counter, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Browns at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Remember, they had had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone...
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Back to throw, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has response.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To the air yet again, Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go up the middle with Chubb. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 31, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Watson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Browns 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 31, Watson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's got his receiver, Cooper. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run it again with Chubb. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point by York is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Jones. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Nick Folk to kick it off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Watson gets this one to Cooper, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the Patriots' 3-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns get a bit closer. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, and you hear that, and then there's a second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. A gain of 3, second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this will line up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Pats, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.